How's it going, YouTube? It's me, Dr. Fish King 9, welcoming you to a return to the past real quick. Just doing this video as a new setup that I'm going back to the old setup real quick just to do something that I can't really do with my laptop right now because I'm here to show you guys what I picked up at Comic-Con, at Rhode Island Comic-Con 2014. Now, I went there this year, so I had a blast. It was amazing. I can't wait to go again. This was my first convention ever, and it was amazing. And I would love to go again. Can't wait. But let's get on to what I picked up. First couple things I'm going to show you I picked up, but I didn't really get those at Comic-Con. I got them in the mall next to the Comic-Con convention. So, I picked up a $20 eShop card for my 3DS and Wii U. I already spent that on Shovel Knight. It's a blast game. It's a great game to play. Next, at Newbury Comics, I picked up the Sonic Boom first issue 1 of the Sonic Boom Archie comic. I've also read this one already, and it's a blast to read. I can't wait till next month's issue with issue. Next up, all that was about $25. I also picked up Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS for my younger brother. That was about $40, so that's right, about $64 right there, from GameStop and Newbury Comics in the mall. Next up, onto what I bought at a Pixel panel, or at a Pixel Art booth. I picked up a Pixel Art Espeon. Listen to the light a bit, that way you can see it. There we go, Pixel Espeon. I picked up a Pixel Art Espeon there because, as many of you probably know, Espeon is my all-time favorite Pokemon. And it goes deeper than just, it's because of the stats or because of how it looks. It's just, I love it. Espeon's easily my favorite. I just can't explain why. That was about $5. It was pretty good. Pretty nice. Next I picked up at the, I almost said too many games, but at the Toy Vault booth they had there, I picked up a Sonic plush, a a pretty big Sonic plush there. It was a show special, so it was only $25. If it wasn't for that, it would have been $40. So I picked that up. It was pretty good. Glad I picked that one up. It was a lot of these were, the only thing that, everything here was all for me. The only thing that wasn't was the Smash Brothers game I promised to grab my brother. So I picked it up for him. And finally, my favorite piece I picked up. You can probably see it by the little ear there. An Espeon plush. With its giant Espeon ears and its awesome Espeon Y tail. Oh man. This was not only the most expensive thing I bought for me, it was also my favorite thing I bought. I picked this up at some booth that had a bunch of plushies and a bunch of other anime-esque stuff. It was amazing to buy. When I first bought it, I was a bit hesitant on buying it, with it being $30. But at the same time, I said to myself, if I don't buy it, I'm going to be even more disappointed knowing that there was an Espeon plush, my first ever Espeon plush I've ever seen, at a convention or a store or anything. I let it walk away. It was like the last one there. It was the last Espeon plush they had, and also the Espeon pixel art was the last Espeon pixel art they had. So, what are you gonna do? So you can make it wag its tail. But seriously, Espeon, I'm so glad I bought it. It was $30 to get the Espeon, but it was all worth it. $30 of worth it because, like I said with the pixel art, I love Espeon, and it goes further than just based on how it looks or how it's played in the game, and I love it. And Espeon's part of the reason I love UU in competitive battling. I love using Espeon. I love building a UU team built around Espeon, and it works so well for me. Sorry about that. I may or may not have a case of whatever the disease is going to be called from Comic-Con this year. I can only hope my friends that went with me didn't catch it as well. Because, yes, I did go with a big group of friends. It was me, and 3 of my closest friends, and my cousin. So the 5 of us, we went. We all had a blast. It was amazing. And I hope for those of you who have never been to a convention before, like Comic-Con or PAX East or E3 or PAX Prime, the new PAX South, MagFest, any of those big conventions or anything, Comic-Con for any of your Comic-Con, for whatever state you're in, because there is a Comic-Con in every state. I hope you enjoy it and get to go at one point or another in your lifetime, because it is something that it's something that you'll never experience. It's a first experience for everyone, and it's amazing, and it's something that you have to do once in your lifetime. And if you aren't able to go, I am so sorry. It's something that you're missing out on. But that's not all. At the convention, I was able to try out the Oculus Rift, and I was able to try out a game called Zone. It was the creators of the game poured their heart, and you could tell by playing it that they poured their heart and souls into this game, and it was amazing. They combined, it was fast and frantic. The more pieces you destroyed an enemy, it was very simple controls for a game like that. You used the let's see if I can hold this up properly. You used the left analog stick to aim or to move. You used the right analog stick to aim. You used the left trigger to you used the right trigger to fire, and you use the left trigger to pull in the pieces that are pulled out from that are shown that escape from the enemy that you just destroyed. You pull in those pieces. The more pieces you have, the faster you go. The faster you go, the more enemies you get to destroy. The more enemies you get to destroy, the more points you get. Though you have a timer. It's about 100 or so seconds, I believe. It's either, I think it was 100 and, I think it was, I want to say it was like 180 or so seconds, something around that time. You get 180 seconds or so to get to point A to the very end, as far as you can go. The farther you go, that's awesome. What he did, I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I can't remember his name, but it was amazing. The game was fantastic. I guarantee you're not watching this, but if you are, thank you. That was a fantastic game. Overall, what he did, he created the music himself, and then they built the level after the music, based on the music. And every 32 beats, or bars, I believe it was. I'm not a big music guy, big into what music is, so it was either 32 beats or 32 bars. The level design changed. It changed to fit the music. It was amazing. Plus, the music was fantastic. It was very good, very fast. It fit the game very well. It was very good music, and it played very well. So, and my friend tried it out. He was going very fast, and so the level design, the game is programmed to always have enough level for you. If you're going fast, it speeds up the level design. It makes it so you'll never run out. And if you're going slower, like my other friend was, then the level design loads up slower. It's amazing what it does. It builds it based on your blocks you've collected and how fast you're going. It depends on how fast it'll load the levels. That is amazing what he did. I loved that. Overall, it was a great game. The aiming of your gun was very fluid. It didn't feel stiff, it didn't feel loose, it didn't feel anything. It felt very good. The aiming felt very on target too. So when I hit something, I knew I was hitting something. When I wasn't, I knew I wasn't. It will take you a little bit of time to get used to the controls, because the overall movement of up and down, left to right is a bit loose. But it's something you can get used to really quickly if it's a game you're interested in. Like, I'm very interested in this game. Knowing the fact that the Oculus is only, I believe, only $200 or so dollars. It's not very expensive. And he said he's planning on releasing the game in sections, releasing not really DLC, but pay-as-you-go stuff. He'd create the levels, and then release it every couple months or so, every once in a while. I don't remember the exact length or distance he was planning on releasing them, but release it in story arcs, and each one is a continuation of the last one, and like a whole little story, and like each one would cost only like a couple dollars, like $3, $4, a small amount of money, like $3, $4 probably, $3, $4, $5. And he asked he asked me and my friends if we'd be interested in doing something like that. Me and my friend agreed happily. We both would totally love to do that. If I were to ever get an Oculus, it'd be for that one game. There aren't many games out there that I would buy a console just for that. But this generation seems to be a lot, actually. In the past, the Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3, it didn't really happen like that, because there were a lot of other games I would love to get for that console. Let's see. So PS3, I love to have the Batman Arkham game, the Arkham games, what's the other one that was out there? What was it? The Arkham games, the Sly Collection, Sly 4, a bunch of collections. So there was tons of games for the PS4 or PS3 that I would love to have had. I only managed to grab a small handful of them, but I still have some of them. Plus, there's all the sports games that I love to play. I love playing those sports games. Then you have the Wii from last generation. It's the Wii. There was tons of great games out there for it. There was Punch-Out. There was Mario Galaxies. There was a countless number of games. There's Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which was fantastic. The New Super Mario Bros. Wii. There was a lot of great games. So many great co-op games and everything. Smash Brothers Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, so much stuff. The Wii U, when it first initially came out, I was buying it for just one specific game, New Super Mario 3D World, or I was buying it for a select few amount of games, 3D World, Mario Kart 8, and Smash 4. But as it went on, knowing in 2015 there's going to be so many more games, 2014, 2015, there's going to be Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, a bunch of other stuff. There's going to be Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, Splatoon, the new Zelda for Wii U game, Bayonetta 2 already came out, Hyrule Warriors already came out, those games. So many great games that are out or coming out for Wii U that I'm glad I have a Wii U for, and I hope you all do as well. And then there's the PS4, which I really want to get it for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Batman Arkham Knight. But then again, I can get Arkham Knight or Kingdom Hearts 3 for either one. But I'm not about to start playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on an Xbox One. After playing Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Reach into Memory, after playing the main series of Kingdom Hearts like 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2, I'm not about to play the main series numbered Kingdom Hearts on a different console. Not in your life. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are both on the PS2. I'm going to play Kingdom Hearts 3 on the PS4. But then there's the Xbox One, and I really, really want to get Sunset Overdrive. That game looks amazing. That'd be my one game for the Xbox One. My one game buy for Xbox One. It looks amazing. Obviously I'd buy the sports games for either one, depending on which one one of my friends who didn't end up going with us, if he has a PS4, I'd be getting the sports games for PS4. You know, more than likely I'd get them for PS4, because PS4 would more than likely go in the living room upstairs, because the Xbox One would be in my room with me. But that's another point. But and then you have the Oculus Rift. Ouya, what are you talking about? There's no. I'm not about to talk about the Ouya. I don't really care for that. But the Oculus Rift has, like I said, Zone, and I'd love to get that game. Oculus is only like around $200 or so, so that's only like $200, and then you invest about $4 or $5 a pack for the Zone game. That's not a lot of money, and depending on how many he puts out, it could be anywhere from, if he puts out 6, that's only $30. That's half of a regular price video game nowadays. So I'd love to be able to enjoy it. But I digress. I had a great time at Comic-Con. I hope if you ever go to a convention, I hope you have just as much fun as I did, if not more. And I have been Dr. Fish King 9, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, almost forgot. Comic-Con is pretty much the entire reason there was no upload yesterday. Comic-Con took up my whole day. I was there from, I left my house to go, I was gone from 9 a.m. this morning to 5:30 to around 6:30 at night. So there was no upload. I'm not a big fan of putting out a video of, I don't really like putting out a video a week and it's only going to be out, it's going to be out at like 6 at night, because then I know a lot of people aren't really going to be able to see it. So I usually like to put it out around noon, and I was not home, and I don't know how to do any of the scheduled uploading things, so I don't really care for that. So, oh well, what am I going to do? So next week there will be a new top 6, and if you're wondering about the top 6 from 2 weeks ago, or from last week that wasn't uploaded, yeah, I had a big problem with the audio. There's a big problem that happened with the audio, so the audio kind of messed up on that. And then this week there was nothing because, well, what am I gonna do? Comic-Con came up and had to go. If I didn't go, I wouldn't have been able to get the Pixel Espeon, the plushie Espeon, plushie Sonic, Sonic Boom issue 1, or Shovel Knight. So, oh well. Next week there will be, I can promise you this, there will be a top 6 uploaded for you guys next week. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.